In a hole in the ground, there lived a hobbit. Not a nasty, dirty, wet hole, but a cozy, warm one. This is the story of Bilbo Baggins, a simple hobbit whose quiet life in the Shire was forever changed by a single knock at his door. Bilbo's adventure began when Gandalf the Grey, a mysterious and wise wizard, appeared at his home with a daring proposition. Soon after, 13 dwarves arrived, led by the proud and determined Thorin Oakenshield. Their mission? To reclaim the Lonely Mountain and its vast treasure from Smaug, a fearsome dragon who had destroyed Thorin's homeland years ago. Initially resistant, Bilbo found himself swept into their quest. Their journey was fraught with danger from the start. In the wilds, they were captured by 3 trolls who planned to make a meal of them. Bilbo's first attempt at heroism, picking the trolls' pockets, backfired, but Gandalf outsmarted the trolls by tricking them into staying out until dawn, turning them to stone. The company pressed on, arriving at Rivendell, where the wise Elrond revealed a hidden clue on Thorin's map. It spoke of a secret door in the Lonely Mountain that could only be opened under a specific moonlit condition. Bolstered by this discovery, they ventured into the Misty Mountains, where disaster struck again. Caught in a violent storm, they sought refuge in a cave, only to be captured by goblins. Thorin and the dwarves were dragged before the Goblin King, but Gandalf once again came to the rescue, freeing them in a daring escape. Separated during the chaos, Bilbo stumbled into the dark, foreboding depths of the mountain. There he met Gollum, a strange and sinister creature who lived in isolation. Their tense encounter revolved around a deadly game of riddles. If Bilbo won, Gollum would show him the way out. If he lost, he would become Gollum's next meal. After a battle of wits, Bilbo not only outsmarted Gollum, but also discovered a mysterious golden ring in his possession. This ring, which could make its wearer invisible, became a vital tool in Bilbo's journey. Using it, he escaped the goblins and rejoined the group. As they continued, Bilbo began to show his growing courage. In the dark forest of Mirkwood, the company was attacked by giant spiders. This time, it was Bilbo who saved his companions, wielding his sword, Sting, and using the power of the ring. For the first time, Bilbo truly saw himself as more than just an ordinary hobbit. Mirkwood's dangers were far from over. Captured by the elves of the woodland realm and imprisoned in King Thranduil's halls, the dwarves faced yet another setback. Once again, Bilbo's quick thinking saved them. Using the ring's invisibility, he orchestrated a daring escape, smuggling the dwarves out in barrels floated down the river. Finally, the company reached the Lonely Mountain. Standing before Smaug's lair, the dwarves sent Bilbo inside to confront the dragon. The encounter was terrifying. Smaug, vast and cunning, rested atop a mountain of treasure. Despite his fear, Bilbo cleverly engaged the dragon in conversation, flattered his ego, and discovered a critical weakness, a bare patch in the dragon's otherwise impenetrable armor. Smaug, enraged and blaming the people of Lake Town for aiding Thorin's company, took flight to wreak havoc. Bilbo's warning reached the town in time, and Bard, a courageous archer, confronted the dragon. With his final black arrow, Bard struck Smaug's weak spot, bringing the beast down and saving the town, but not before it was left in ruins. With Smaug defeated, Thorin reclaimed the Lonely Mountain and its treasure. But the victory came at a heavy price. Thorin succumbed to dragon sickness, a greed-driven madness that clouded his judgment. He refused to share the treasure with the people of Lake Town, who desperately needed aid, or the elves who sought peace. Tensions mounted and war loomed. Before the conflict erupted, a goblin army descended upon the mountain, forcing dwarves, elves, and men to unite. The Battle of the Five Armies was a chaotic, brutal struggle. Thorin fought valiantly but was mortally wounded in the fray. On his deathbed, he made peace with Bilbo, acknowledging the hobbit's courage and wisdom. His final words were a poignant reminder. If more of us valued food and cheer and song above hoarded gold, it would be a merrier world. With the battle won but his heart heavy, Bilbo declined his share of the treasure and returned home. After a long journey, he arrived back at Bag End, only to find his belongings being auctioned off as he had been presumed dead. Though he reclaimed his home, Bilbo realized that his adventures had forever changed him. The Shire was the same, but he was not. He had seen a world far larger and more dangerous than he ever imagined. The Hobbit is a tale of bravery, friendship, and transformation. Bilbo Baggins, once a simple hobbit, proved that even the smallest among us can rise to great challenges. His journey left a legacy that would shape the fate of Middle-earth for years to come.